So can you even find a traditional mooncake in modern Singapore, where people are always craving for what's new and different? The answer is yes. I went to Pine Gardens Cake at Ang Mo Kio that has been hand-making traditional mooncakes for 25 years.
I think the traditional mooncake is basically the skin, how you make a fragrant skin, how you bake it, how you look at the oven temperature and making sure that the fragrance of the mooncake is being produced, and of course the ingredients that we're using, like for example the lotus paste, the good quality lotus paste without the peanutty smell or too much oil or smoothness, the texture in general. So I think that basically constitutes a good traditional mooncake, and that's what we've been doing.
The bakery also produces what they call the Lost Heritage mooncake. We wonder why.
But I've not seen a mooncake that looks like this before. This is very neat.
Yeah, this is actually very home to Singapore, I'd say. And it's like way back 1960s, 1950s. I don't think anybody do it anymore. It's really a lost heritage. Basically what you have is a steamed mooncake, but then on the beancurd skin on the bottom. And then inside you have yam paste or sweet bean paste and stuff like that.
Now how about getting drunk on a mooncake? That's never happened to anyone before, but with Pine Gardens Cake, lychee martini, rum ball and Bailey's Cocoa Crunch mooncake, we won't discount the possibility of that grand uncle going over the moon. These 3 new flavors were originally cakes, but they were so popular that they became mooncakes. Smart, huh? The bakery has been introducing novelty flavors since 2007.
Yeah, so we have die-hard fans who basically come and then they told us, hey, why don't you guys, it's Mooncake Festival, and why don't you guys do something out of it using mooncakes, right? So we started exploring and hence this product.
But a large portion of your clientele, are they still purists who want a traditional mooncake?
Yeah, well, our clientele has sort of evolved over the years. It used to be we are known for traditional mooncakes, and the clientele used to be more the old fogies who really, love the fragrant and the good old mooncake that is shiny, that is oily. Glazed and oily in the front, but not inside, and not too sweet and stuff like that. So these old fogies still love this mooncake that we produce, which is of course the Hong Kong recipe. And then with the because we have new cake tastes every year, and then these are some of the cake tastes cake flavors that we've been serving. So we have all this young,
so these
Gen Y people.
These are like more for the young generation.
Yes.
You see a trend of a lot of other bakeries and F&B outlets trying to cash in on the Mooncake Mid-Autumn Festival and starting a lot of mooncakes that barely resemble a mooncake. They hardly look like a mooncake, taste like a mooncake, smell like a mooncake.
Well, I think I can't say too much of them because I'm also evolving my taste somewhere,
So how do you make sure that your mooncakes are still mooncakes?
Well, that's why when we are creating new tastes like this, we tend to also go back to the books and say, okay, what do we want to do on the traditional side? Because if you see on the market, like I told you earlier, there are 80% or 90%, I could safely say, the new flavors are done in snow skin. A true real mooncake has more work to it, there's more production effort and time. And there's lots more processes, and we focus on doing and keeping our tradition of doing that. Hence this white fungus red dates long gun lotus mooncake. Over time you see lots of people producing snow skin. That's quite normal, and they are definitely cashing in. They're coming out with cake look-alike mooncakes, I would say.
How do you feel about this? Because I know that you're quite a traditionalist, yeah?
Yeah, I'm quite a traditionalist, I would say. I may applaud the new, but I would hug on to the old and make sure that the heritage is not lost. And it's part and parcel of educating the newer generation as well, to let them know that, such is the traditional one and it still exists.
In other words, embrace the new but don't forget the old. Up next is Raffles Hotel's range of what they call legendary mooncakes.